Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now, someone just asked me recently, you mention this massive network all the time. Well, what does that mean for XRP? Well, that massive network is actually the new financial system. And because we're so early into crypto, we're getting to see it built from literally from the ground up. I say it all the time because it's not hard to see if you look at it in the right way. So I'm going to try to break it down in today's video. So we see Universal Digital Payments Network, and this is coming from the World Economic Forum. UDPN, Red Date Technology, GFT, RDT, UnionPay, R3, and BSN. You see how they're coming together? UnionPay, Navati, and Ripple, GFT, Volante, Fedor, AWS, Fedor and Ripple, Volante and Ripple, AWS, R3 and Ripple, Ripple, Finabler, UnionPay, and Tranglo. Tranglo then partners with WeChat and Navati. I'm going to break it down a little bit simpler and show you how this is happening, though. This is coming from a thread from Utility. And when I seen this, I said, I got to share this with all of you because this literally shows the ties and how it's becoming one massive financial network. So, Universal Digital Payment Network launched by Hong Kong based blockchain. The UDPN is a distributed ledger technology platform that aims to serve a similar function as the SWIFT network for banks, but for stablecoins and CBDCs. And again, Ripple and XRP will be tied to this at some point. China's blockchain project, BSN, to integrate R3 Corda. Chinese banks will soon have access to a permissioned version of Corda enterprise infrastructure via the country's blockchain service network. Red Date Technology, one of the builders of China's blockchain-based service network, has obtained licensing rights from R3 to resell both the free and enterprise Corda implementations in China. Ripple partners continue ties up as Finabler sings MOU with UnionPay. So Ripple's primary focus has been to initiate partnerships across the spectrum, and the partners themselves have ensured they keep the tradition alive. In a new announcement, Finabler, one of Ripple's famous partners, revealed that they would be signing a memorandum of understanding with UnionPay International for a global payments technology partnership. So Ripple makes a partner with someone. Then they say, go out and make other partnerships. Let's tie this whole thing together as far as international payments and global payments. Ripple partners with Navati to use XRP for remittances in South Asia or Asia Pacific. Despite its legal troubles in the US, Ripple expands XRP's uses in Southeast Asia's lucrative and fast-growing international money transfer market. Ripple, R3 Corda's new settlement layer, now supports XRP. R3, the distributed ledger development company which introduced its first enterprise open source product, Corda, in 2016, has released a new element of software suite, a universal settler called Corda Settler, a Corda or Corda application that aims to allow all things that modern businesses may require of a blockchain product. It could eventually work as translator between virtual and crypto tokens as well as fiat currencies. And they also tied in XRP token. And it's all comes down to the way you look at this. If you look at it in the right way, you could see later Ripple tied to QNT, later tied to XDC and IOTA and Algo, because all the partnerships are like one big circle and they're all coming together to form that massive network. Navati Group partners with Ally Pay app to help Chinese customers pay Australian bills. Digital banking and payments company Navati Group has announced its cross-border payments platform, China Payments, has been added to its homepage of an app run by China-based third-party mobile and online payment platform, Ally Pay. Ally Pay partner Tranglo integrates Ripple's cross-border payments technology. And again, it's all coming together little by little. I'm hoping I'm breaking this down for all of you in the right way because this shows how every single country right now is getting prepared for what's to come. And it's all ran through Ripple. Somehow, some way, everything leads right back to Ripple. Ripple powered Finabler teams up with Ally Pay to conduct transnational payments. And the list goes on and on. And we see this with other cryptocurrencies as well. All of a sudden now, like HBAR is tied to Alliance Block. Alliance Block is tied to QNT. And the same thing's happening for Ripple. It's happening for XLM as well, because they're ISO utility driven cryptocurrencies with real world use case. This has to happen. So users of Ally Pay will be able to utilize Finabler's network in nearly 200 countries. Ally Pay has a massive user base of over 1 billion people. Tranglo to power WeChat Pay's remittance in Hong Kong. And again, it's one more partnership after another. And that's why I tell you, we can see it get built from the ground up, but it's hard to put into words how massive this actually is. Think about every country throughout the globe all working together with these companies for payments moving 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's going to be huge. World Economic Forum Davos 2023, well over 95% of customers we signed in the last 2 years are non-US, Brad Garlinghouse says. So only 5% are here in the US. Why? Because the US companies are waiting for the clarity. So we only see the companies that are going live throughout the rest of the world. Think about when all those US companies come on board as well. It's going to be major announcement after major announcement. Ripple gets invited to World Economic Forum, hasn't lost anyone money or gone insolvent, gets sued by the SEC. FTX has worked with the SEC, has not been sued by the SEC, loses all assets and goes insolvent. Please tell me you all see this. That's why I said that SEC lawsuit is nothing but a joke at this point. The corruption that's been going on at the SEC, they should just shut it down at this point. All Gary's out there doing is shaking people down for money at this point. Do you believe the World Economic Forum's agenda will be realized? A lot of people in crypto seek to be on the side of the World Economic Forum. As some examples, XRP, HBAR, EWT. I plan to invest in this outcome, but I do not plan to limit myself to this. It's possible that the agenda's plans are never realized. I'm going to do a video again over the weekend where I'm going to show you that maybe the plans from the World Economic Forum are falling apart. Agenda 2030, people are really amped up around it. They're starting to speak out against it now, setting a different narrative around climate change and things like that. Central bank digital currencies is not a conspiracy theory, it's an agenda. But central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, are definitely going to come either way because every single country is already set to go live with one in the very near future. And again, the technology behind the CBDC is wonderful technology in the right hands. I believe we need this to fix the problems with SWIFT either way. So even if the World Economic Forum agenda falls apart, doesn't mean that we're still not going to see CBDCs. They're definitely coming. Another option for CBDC is to use Ripple ODL that use dedicated exchanges that buys XRP using CBDC and send the XRP to another exchange wallet in another country where it is sold for another CBDC. And Ripple's product is hands down the best one out there. That's why so many countries are onboarding with Ripple for their CBDC as well. But like I said, they're going to have to use XRP one way or another because countries don't trust each other. They're going to want to use XRP as the trust layer. It doesn't compete with any digital currencies either. XRP surpasses $20 billion market cap. Ripple are hiring and building through the SEC case. There is not a single chance that XRP won't succeed. The XRP community is one of a kind, and our patience will continue to get stronger until we win. And at this point, most of us have the patience of a saint if you're an XRP holder, because we've held through everything. I say it all the time. We hold one of the, strangest cryptocurrencies out there. There's so much around it. It's tied to real world events. It's tied to religion. It's tied to almost everything that happens in the world right now as far as payments. Even if a bank is falling apart, at some point in the future, that bank is going to utilize XRP on demand liquidity, and they're going to be able to compete with the biggest banks in the world. We're watching a current financial system fall apart on one side, and we're getting ready for XRP to enrich all of us on the other side. That's what's really going on. But all you have to do is be patient and wait it out. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. I hope I explained the way this network is literally getting built. I showed you through the companies that are actually tied into this right now, tied to Ripple as well, because that network is coming, and that's the new financial system. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.